Today, Sunday, January 28th, 1973 at 8 o'clock a.m., the long fight between North Vietnam and the U.S. has come to a halt. This war has finally come to a ceasefire as decided by President Richard Nixon of the United States. It's been agreed through the Paris Peace Treaty that South Vietnam is now become an independent state and the U.S. will cease attacks on North Vietnam. Right now, we have Comrade J at the scene of the announcement with further information. Now let's go live to Comrade J interviewing a representative from the U.S. Army.
Thanks, Comrade. Since about 1963, this war has devastated millions. With casualties of around 1 to 2 million Vietnamese soldiers and civilians, our Army has been tirelessly trying to unite North and South Vietnam with the help of the Soviet Union and Mao Zedong of the People's Republic of China. However, with the U.S. backing the South, it seems like this goal will never be achieved. I'm here with Lieutenant Major Jarek Forbes of the United States Army, who has just announced the ceasefire with some more insight on this whole chaos. Would you like a souvenir?
Whatever.
Would you please share some information on how the ceasefire occurred?
Let me tell you something, News Lady of Channel 3. My men were out there, risking their lives to keep our country safe. Many men had to die for this cause. Right now, there are 60 POWs being held by you people suffering. Then, President Nixon goes and stops the war before I'm even done getting started! Those people die for nothing, and that is not cool, man! We still want to get back at those darn Viet Congs and have hospitality and something in the scope and you know what? If it weren't for that, we wouldn't even be here in the first place bombing the heck out of those Viet Congs!
Oh, really? And how's North Vietnam responsible for this?
Want to know how North Vietnam was responsible? Lieutenant Major Jarek Forbes knows why. If it weren't for us good old Americans down there helping the South Vietnamese, they'd be done, finito, gone. But our amazing Vietnamization policy, we're gradually making it more easier for them to becometh independent.
Oh, really? This Vietnamization policy, what is it?
This policy, what were we talking about?
The Vietnamization policy.
Whatever! And what she said, yeah.
So you're describing it?
Let me tell you something, Jane Nguyen of Channel 3 News. Lieutenant Major Jarek Forbes doesn't like to be rushed, or repeat himself, or rushed. And I don't like repeating myself. So now, yeah, the plan we're implementing is going to train those South Vietnamese whips to stand on their own. Independence. That's what we're fighting for. Peace and independence!
Okay, well, I think we've heard enough, so back to you, comrade.
No. Lieutenant Major wasn't finished.
Back to you, comrade.
You know what? I think that Nixon is the worst president we've ever had. And him and any other people who think they can take me on can do what Lieutenant...
We seem to be experiencing some technical difficulties, but thank you, Comrade J, for that thrilling and educational interview. We'll be back with more information on this topic after these messages.
You're watching Star, the Communist Channel.
Welcome back to D for 3 News. More on this current situation. There have been rumors of an attack on South Vietnam. It seems that even though the ceasefire has been implemented, our plans to unite the North and South are going to continue. Good luck to the North Vietnamese Army, and we hope to succeed. This attack is going to be carried out, and it has been confirmed that we will be receiving supplies from the People's Republic of China and Russia. At this rate, we're almost guaranteed to take Saigon. South Vietnam is currently suffering the aftermath of this war. Their supplies are sucked dry, and without aid from the U.S., they are vulnerable.
Let me tell you something, Faudoy. You just ceased fire with the U.S. Army after a long period of fighting, the result being millions of meaningless deaths. That is the stupidest plan I've ever heard. I just knocked out every member of your camera crew. If you go to war with South Vietnam, I will freaking take this state.
Hey, rolling.
Oh, whoops. Welcome to D for 3. It is May 5th, 1975, 8 a.m. It has been days since the fall of Saigon on April 30th. North Vietnam went against the rules of the ceasefire and invaded Saigon. Resistance was futile. Tanks literally rolled in via National Highway 1 and took the place with ease. North and South Vietnam have finally united to create the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Let's go live to Comrade Pho and get some personal opinions on this new development.
I'm here on the countryside of Hanoi to get some opinions from civilians around the area. Here's one now. Excuse me, could I just ask you a few quick questions, please?
What do you want?
I just wanted to ask you a few quick questions. It'll just take a few minutes. Well, have you heard about what has happened to what was formerly South Vietnam?
Yeah. What do you want about it?
Well, I just wanted to hear your opinion on it. Please don't hit me.
Well, in my opinion, the whole war thing is just stupid. But if you want a real serious answer, the Vietnamese, well, in my opinion, finally independent. Woo! Finally, after 30 plus years of fighting for independence, we finally have it. It's about time. All those protests finally paid off, and those poor monks dying, yeah.
Well, I think that's all the information she has on the subject. Back to you, comrade.
That concludes today's broadcast. Thank you for watching.